this video, I'm going to introduce how to set up SQL Server on our computer. The first thing we need to download is Microsoft SQL Server itself. And we could select Express or Developer. Choose Express. And we'll select Basic, Accept, and remember the install location. While waiting, we could start installing and downloading another software which is used to manage the database, which is called SQL Server Management Studio, also called SSMS. Okay, and we don't need to select any of this. And install, and just wait for it. Okay, the SQL Server is downloaded. And remember, you need to remember this folder. This is very important. We need this folder later. And then, oh, yeah, it provided a link out here for installing the SQL Server Management Studio. Close. Yes.
Aside from that,
now let's continue installing SSMS. Retry.
and we're still doing HPAP.
Let's keep it aside. And now in your startup menu, you can see there's some new options here. But what we need is the installer center. And once this window comes up, we go installation, new SQL Server, and for this window we need to select for installation media.
But we have to, if I want to change it,
And now is where, and now we need to choose the folder we memorized, which is Express MPU. Yep. And a new window will pop out. And skip this. Next. And we are installing a new SQL, so we keep the first one. Accept. And instant root directory, which is where we're going to restore our data. I'll keep it here.
Whatever you need.
And now we're going to give a name of this instance. And from here, we could select is auto or manual. If it's automatic, then it will start up after your computer is started up. If you're choosing manual, then you need to start it up and close it manually in the control panel. So I'll keep it manual. And for the authentication mode, I recommend mix mode. And in the password, this is for setting up a administrator account, which name is SA. And now we're setting a password. So, and
Maybe it wasn't
next. Okay, it seems SSMS is already installed. We'll work on that a little bit later. I was in success. We could close it right now. And now we need to go to server 2022. That's what we're using. And we select configuration manager. Yes. And now inside the configuration manager, you can see the SQL Server we just created. It's in stop mode. We need to start it manually. And next step is we need to go to server network configuration and select your SQL Server and right click on TCP IP, enable, and then property, IP address. Now you can see they are all disabled. We need to turn our IPv4 address into yes and give TCP port any digit you like, any 4-digit you like. I'll say 111. That's IPv6, which includes some letter. Okay, and also the last one, IPA2. IPR, yeah. Okay. And as it mentioned, we need to restart our server to apply the changes. Okay.
5107 is the one that
we can go back to our
5107
SSMS.
is the one where we need the phone.
And now we need to connect to our server. You can connect through your server name, or another way I recommend is to connect through IP address. since we need the IP address later for our Python program. So we go to settings, select properties. You can find your IPv4 address in here. And copy it to him and add a comma. And then 1111 and authentication. We select SQL Server authentication. And remember the administrator account we set up during the installation, which is SA, and your password. And I trust this certificate. Connect. And now, of course, we're not going to let our PLC sign in to the server as an administrator. So what we're going to do is to go to security, logins. You see, this is all the user that could log in the server. What we need to do is to make a new login name. That's what you would like to use. Password, PLC. And that's it. For databases, we need to create database, create a new database for our data. Database name, PLC. Okay. And now after we have a database, we can create a table using a query. We'll create a table later in the next video. So this is how you set up a SQL server for your PLC program, and we'll see in the next video.